from insurance theory, we have the concept of self-protection. Anybody remember how self-protection is defined? I discussed it in 301 or 302. Some of you took that. Nobody? Self-protection is defined as people taking actions that change the probability of the bad event happening. Now you remember? Now you remember, right? Yeah, I discussed it. It's an important concept because you're going to see that some of the results we get for health look very much like self-protection. It's not entirely just that. What do I mean results? What was the main thing about? So we distinguished in that class between insurance, market insurance, and self-protection. Now, what does market insurance do? Well, market insurance, we said, you're trading off margin utilities in different states. So what you do when you insure is you put resources into states where your margin utility of income is high, right? So if you have a fire, your margin utility of income is high, so you take out fire insurance. So if you have a fire, you get income, so it's more worth in that state than in other states. That's what insurance is. Self-protection is different. Self-protection is maybe a complement to insurance, but it's not insurance. You're taking behavior that changes the probability, raises the probability of your bad states, basically. I'm sorry, lowers the probability of your bad states. Okay? Lowers the probability. Now, when you take out fire insurance, that may even raise the probability of a bad state, right? That's the moral hazard risk of fire insurance. You have insurance, okay, who cares? I don't care as much, let's say. So my house burns down. The company will pay me off. And you care, but not quite as much. Okay? But self-protection is very different. Self-protection, I'm saying, well, let's say I don't have fire insurance, so I want to lower the likelihood I'm going to have a fire. I'm going to be very careful. Right? Because if I have the fire, I lose all that, all the loss, my loss of my house or whatever utility I have. So, you remember we discussed the question of, well, why don't parents insure their children? Which they don't, basically. And the explanation we gave was that, yeah, parents love their children, but you only insure if your margin utility of income is going to be higher when your children died than when they didn't die. It may well be lower. You're so upset, it's lower. But what you will do is lower the probability. You will self-protect. I mean, parents sacrifice their lives for their children. Not as much as they claim to, but nevertheless, sometimes they do. Okay? So parents are willing to give, so they would take a lot of steps, give up a lot to reduce the probability the child will die. Nevertheless, they won't take out insurance on it. So instead of being a paradox, it's a difference between what insurance is and what self-protection is. Well, we're going to see that distinction as we go down. Health.